Hey, this is Steve Keys here with Keller Williams Capital District. We're here with another episode of Hey, How's the Market? This week we are taking a look at Washington County. This is the week of May 18th to May 24th of 2024. All right, so total active inventory numbers. We've got Whitehall School District coming in at first place with 23 properties on the market. Hudson Falls School District coming in at second place with 22 properties on the market. Total inventory for the county was 129. New pending properties this week. We had Hudson Falls with first place with 6 properties under contract this week. Cambridge School District in second place with 5 properties under contract in this week. Total pending properties this week for the county was 22. New sold properties this week. Hudson Falls was first place with 2 properties closed this week, and Fort Anne, Greenwich, and Whitehall were the only other school districts that had anything closed. New sold properties this week for the county was 5. For price points, 200 to 300,000 came in first place with 7 properties under contract this week, and then 300 to 400,000 and over 400,000 each took second place with 4 properties under contract this week. For chance to sell, 200 to 300,000 took first place with just under 23% chance of selling, and then 0 to 100,000 stood the second best chance of selling at just under 18% chance of selling. For school district, Cambridge was first place with the best chance to sell at just under 42%, and Hudson Falls School District was second place with just over 27% chance of selling. Total chance of selling for the school district for the whole county was just over 17%, and the highest sale this week was $330,000 in Whitehall School District. Was a seasonal cottage on Lake George. All right, looking at the chart, so total active inventory, you can see that we are on a steady upward trend from about 7 weeks ago. We've been heading upward ever since. It is looking like it's exponential, so it is increasing faster. It's not a line. It's kind of curving up, power curve. New activity for this week. So you can see our new activity for at least the past, activity has been up, relatively to where we were over the winter. But you can see that the last 2 weeks in particular have been particularly high. Not the highest that we've ever had. Pretty close to around this time last year. We were also having some pretty high new listing numbers, but we are pretty high now. Pending properties on the moving average is up. Last week was a little bit low, but the previous weeks before that were kind of up there, so it is showing generally on an upward trend. And new closed properties this week actually seem pretty low, but as we look at the chart, it's not really out of the ordinary. The highest we've had recently is this looks like about 7. So closed properties have been low for a little bit. Average days on market, same as we've been seeing in most other counties. The active average days on market are heading on a downward trend as those older properties are getting cleared off and the new properties are coming on. Especially when we have a lot of new properties coming on, the 0 days on market is going to bring the average down. Pending average days on market also heading down. Sold average days on market is just kind of all over the place. You can see we're down, we're middle, we're up, we're back down again, we were up, and now this week we're down. So I guess it's going to average out to be stable, I suppose, but that's kind of just all over the place to really see a trend there. Average price, sold average price, you can see on a linear average is kind of heading in an upward direction. We had a pretty low week here. The pending average price, it has been fairly stable for quite some time. Going back, I don't even know. I'm going to guess 10 weeks. Like, that's pretty far back. This one's really the only one that's out of the ordinary. But otherwise, we've been holding pretty steady within this $200,000 to $300,000 range here. And expired and canceled, different from actually a lot of other counties, I've been saying, has very recently been under the linear average. So they've all been low. Now Washington County, you could see most recently of the last 6 weeks, 4 of them have been high. One of them is blank. So only one is below the linear average. So this is, we're having more, I mean, comparatively, the high is 4 for Washington County. When, low inventory, you're going to have lower numbers. But it's also, Washington County also being a low moving in inventory, you're also more likely to see older properties stale out. So I think that's probably the reason why we're having a little, why these are a little bit more above the linear average. This week was a little bit lower, but we're still above the linear average on where that would be. All right, so that has been this week's episode. Thank you for joining me, and please tune in again next week as we take a look at the question, hey, how's the market? Bye-bye for now.